I can't really talk about it, but yeah. It's something we're very aware of. Especially with the bunch. I mean, when I say bunch, I mean the absolutely ridiculousness, like ridiculous amount of stuff releasing in November. That's what scares me most. So it's not like to me, what scares me most is not right now. Is just knowing what's coming in November and what that might do. I I hear that the PlayStation player base is fine. The issues were mostly on PC. From what I've read on that article about because I mean obviously I don't see the numbers myself when I work, right? But like the the it was this article from Forbes that was making the round last week. So but I mean that doesn't impact the story really. Like and technically you can play the entire story in game solo anyway. It's just like yeah. It's just if you were planning on playing it like multiplayer, it's a little bit harder right now. Oh, dude, did you see they're doing the whole 60 frame. They confirm like a solid 60 like on Ghost of Tsushima on PS5. Oh man.
I hear the voice of fate, speaking my name in humble supplication.
Oh, it's all good for yeah. I'm gonna play solo for a little bit. I'm gonna wait until more people roll in, and once we have a bunch more people in watching the stream, maybe like in a couple hours, then we'll do the party group and stuff, and we'll do the dailies and all that stuff. And all the things they've added to the game too, man. That's so cool. It's really cool. So okay. I was kind of hoping there'd be more stuff to do in this island, but it seems like there might only be the cube. I'll still go around and look, but I feel like it's probably just the cube. Nah, well, I mean, if you think about it, wouldn't it make more sense if like there was no resin and instead the game would go the way all MMOs go, which is just like a drop percentage base. So if you want to no life it, you're allowed to. That's what I mean. It's like it feels to me that resin was an artificial way for the devs to make sure that people don't progress too fast because there's not enough content in the game. Like at some point, people are gonna hit a wall and just taper off. They'll just play something else, right? So by having resin, they kind of extend that period of time much longer artificially because people are stuck because of the resin, right? Because like they can't they can't get loot from bosses, they can't do dungeons all that much. They're so limited. So what I think, like ideally in a perfect world, what they would do is they would just switch to a percentage based drop. So yeah, some people will no life it and they'll progress too fast. But like if the drop rate is low enough, then people can just like spam the same bosses over and over until they get what they want. Like just let the player decide if they want to no life the game or if they want to take their time, right? That has some issues, obviously, if they were to do that, because then some people that can only play very, very small amount of time a week won't be able to no life it and thus will fall behind. Shut up. So like they'll fall behind and they won't be able to catch up ever if you just leave it at that. So my idea was switch to the percentage drop rate, right? So like a super low drop rate on stuff, and you can just no life it if you want to, and maybe you'll be lucky and you'll get it on the first few tries. But then add to that the resin system that exists right now, and make it so that when you use resin, the drop rate increases dramatically to the point where, like, it's a lot easier to get the loot. That way, you kind of satisfy both. People that want to play the game nonstop for like 24 hours, they can. And people that can only play a few times, then you can do that too. You still get the loot. The reroll currency? What do you mean? But I thought the domain was... Wait, hold on. Oh, you mean like they could do it that way? Yeah, but then we run into the issues that there's even more stuff to spend resin on, but there's not enough resin. The problem right now is there's not enough resin. That's the issue. Oh, but first loot is free. But it's still limiting, though. I want to be able to play the game as much as I want without artificial restrictions put in place to make me not play the game. That's my issue. I want to be able to spam to do like an 8-hour gaming session in multiplayer if I want to, without being negatively impacted. For example. Right? Or if I want to kill the same boss 50 times in a row, I want to be able to do that too. To hunt for that one specific piece of loot, instead of being like, well, I got my free loot of the day, then... So my solution was more like, you allow both. So you allow people to farm it as much as they want, but then you also give people the option to spend resin to increase the drop rate, so that, yeah, if you can only play a few times per week, then great. You use your resin, you get your loot, fantastic. If you have plenty of time and you want to spend your entire week on the game, you can do that too by just killing the bosses and just having a much lower drop rate. It's still possible you might get it, but it's super low. That way you kind of give, like, there's an option. I know, Lazarus, right? Did I not change it, though? I did update it. It just maybe not updated down there. Yeah, it bugged out. I started it, and it bugged out. So basically, my save is effed, maybe. Because, like, so I get into the game, I try to open either the menu or the map, and the screen goes black, and then nothing happens. And I can't go out of it. At least 5. At least 4 or 5 hours in, I'd say. What we could do is, like, I mean, I could totally just, like, get my PS3, hook it up, restart the entire game over, play it on easy this time around, and just kind of roll with it and see how much I can get to it. If I can manage to fix it on the PC, then great, because then I keep my save. Otherwise, I can do the PS3 option. The only problem with the PS3 option is my PS3 makes an infernal noise. Like, it'll be really hard to stream and not hear the fans, even with noise canceling. It's so loud. So that could be the other option. Or we could just table Silent Hill, and I could go on to play like Resident Evil 0, for example. I don't know. In the meantime, whatever happens, I didn't have time to set that up properly today, so like we'll just do Genshin, but yeah. Used to have a gadget that did that. Yeah, but like, so I don't own the game on PS1. I own it on PS3 with the PS1 emulator that's in the PS3. So I do have a PS1. I just don't have the wires to be able to capture directly from the PS1 because it would be super complicated. And also, I don't own the physical game on the PS1. I would have to like hunt that down. I have every PlayStation console except the Vita, but I don't have the unfortunately. I'm disappointed. I thought this was going to be like something else. Well, that is disappointing. I wanted to go with emulation because I thought it was going to be simpler for me to kind of set up and run and stuff, but it seems like it's a lot more complicated, so I might not even do that anymore, and I just might plug in whatever console I have and just do that every time. Oh, God. Yeah, that wall is super annoying. Hey, Icy Rice, what's up, man? You mean in my friend list? Sure. I mean, you'd have to give me your thing, or you can just add my UID. I mean, the shield was not is not made out of wood. The shield was like a piece of rock. It was Geo. So I had to use like something to break that Geo down. Is what I should have done. I see. There's clearly something up there, right? There has to be. There's no way there isn't. Oh, too far. I plopped it too far. Like, much too far. No, yeah, I know. I just didn't think of it in the moment. I thought about it afterwards. Also, I would like to just loot the thing. Thank you. Good God. Oh. Hey, Zacharak. It's like the game I would probably like get closer to is probably like a Tales of game, maybe ish, like MMO light with like a kind of like Breath of the Wild / Tales of feel to it. Like the story kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Tales of game. The world obviously reminds a lot of people of Breath of the Wild. And I say it's like an MMO light because it has a lot of MMO elements and you can play in multiplayer, but it's not like an actual MMO where like you see other people run around. Like people have to actively join your game. And it has a gacha system, so like it is at the core a phone game, which means that, you know, there's still like there's like banners you have to pull from to get heroes and weapons and stuff. You can still get like weapons in the world, but you can also get them like the best weapons and the best stuff is going to come from gacha probably. You can also craft things. Right now, no. I only have Noel. I do really like Fiscal. I really enjoy Fiscal. I never tried Lisa. And Mona is what? Water? Is she? Is it because of the geo aspect to it?
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
So, okay, I need to climb up there to get that thing. There's a chest all the way over there. There's a chest there. There's probably a ton of stuff in that bit of land there. And those bits of land as well. Those two. And I come from this direction. There's a lot of stuff to do here. Let's first see if there's something inside this. I don't think so, but maybe there is. Oh. Well, I was right to do that then. No. Gotta be careful. Damn, nice. Well, that was worth it. Wait, Venti is Bo? I don't remember. He is? Oh, I thought he was like a caster. I remember playing him, but I don't remember exactly how he played. bombarding that. Is it win range? Oh, it's gather and build. Gather and build. But the it's not like it's not entirely that. There's a little bit of like a mini game element to it when you first start crafting. So if I were to craft, in fact, let me see. There's probably a fire here. Yeah, there's a fire right there. I can actually show you, Zach. I'm praying for so many characters, guys. It's ridiculous. I need more characters. All right, so if I were to craft an item, well, first of all, you need to get the recipes. So like that one I got, so I'm going to learn it. And learn that one too. So if I were to craft a recipe, right? There's a proficiency to it. So right now it says 5 out of 5 because that one I've completed the proficiency of. But if I were to craft this, the radish veggie soup, there's a mini game element to it where like I have to hit in the correct thing to get it perfect and to increase my proficiency. So if you get it perfect enough time, your proficiency reaches maximum, and then whenever you craft it, it is then auto craft. You don't get the mini game anymore if you reach the top proficiency. So obviously that recipe, you saw like it was super easy, right? It wasn't hard at all. But like there are recipes that are a lot harder. Like a 4-star recipe, for example, is going to be a lot harder to complete than my 1-star recipe that I was just doing just now. And some characters have crafting bonuses. So like if I were to craft this again, I get to pick which character I want. So if I were to use Barbara, she says, when a perfect cooking is achieved on a dish with restorative effects, which means that heals, there is a 12% chance to obtain double the product whenever I use Barbara for it. But you don't necessarily will get Barbara right away. Like I got her from like a pull, right? So like I'm lucky I got that one. But some characters have like some bonuses. Barbara is for those. Pretty sure the other recipes. That one is crit? No. You one with defense. Defense. So that one, for example, if I were to cook it, well, I don't have any ingredients, but like one of my characters is proficient with defense food. So there's that. There's also a bunch of different different other crafting things. It's not only cooking. You get like alchemy, and there's the blacksmith. And yeah, there's actually so many things in this game, dude. It's amazing. And also, look at the freaking world, man. So right now I'm here. I haven't discovered the map yet, but this is freaking huge. And it's filled with like hidden stuff. Oh, come back here. Hey, no, Nick, what's up, man?